G'day RG Bargy crew, I hope you're having a fantastic day today and your family's happy and healthy. Alright, before we get started in this video, and I'll show you this garage setup that is quite amazing in my personal opinion. Just get a few things out of the way. Number one, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. It's free and it doesn't cost you nothing, so you might as well, and it really helps me out in YouTube land. Also, if you're interested in joining a VTC where we have main rules are have fun and help others out, you're more than welcome to join. There's a couple of links down in the description below where you can do all that. And also, if you're interested in joining my Discord, there's a link for that in the description as well. And if you need any help with your game, there's always someone there to lend a hand. All right, with all that said, let's get into it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you this garage setup that I've recently added. I might be a little bit behind times. A lot of people are probably already using this mod. But what we'll do is we'll pull in here and I'll show you what it's all about, if you're interested. Now, I haven't bought this one. We're in Cape Girardeau, I think it's called. Sorry if I butchered the name. I'm not real good with names. But yeah, so we'll look at purchasing this, and when we do, you can see it's just your standard small garage with your 3 bays where you normally start when you purchase a garage. But what the difference is when you change it from a small garage or your standard garage to the larger one, which we'll do now. We'll go into the game and go to Garage Manager, and we'll find the small one, which is, like I say, Cape Girardeau. I think that's how you pronounce it. We'll upgrade it to large, and you'll see what magically happens when we do that. Voila! As you can see now, all my trailers in this depot, garage, whatever you want to call it, are now sporting my VTC logo. And the good thing about it is that this now is my garage, and all my garage or large garages will basically have the same sort of layout. Where let's go back to the game so you can see that, and we can do a little bit of a fly around. I'll just make sure I put the handbrake on. We'll jump out and I'll show you the actual depot. Let's fly back here so you can have a good look at it. As you can see, it's quite a large depot, and like I say, you've got the logos on your trailers, and I'm pretty sure you can put them on the trucks as well. I haven't got that far yet, but I'll definitely be doing that next, putting them on the trucks. But as you can see, you've got your fuel. The truck now is actually on top of the garage trigger as well, which is there. And also, like I say, you've got all your signage. You have a look on the building here. Let's slow it down a bit. You can see the RG Bargy logo on the sign there. You can also choose the color of your building and your fence. And speaking of fence, outside here, if you look on from the roadside, you can see that the RG Bargy logo sign is on the fence here. It's also on the fence here. So as you can see, you can completely make it your own. And what I'll be doing now is I will take you through step by step how you can set this up for yourself, because it can be a little bit confusing, because there's quite a few different mods that come with it. There's the major mod, which is the garage mod, but then there's the colors for the buildings, the templates for the trucks and trailers, and the templates for the signage, etc. And you've got to put it all together. It's not that hard once you know how. And I'll also show you where you can get it from. So buckle in, come along for the ride while I show you how to set up Jabs Garage Mod. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to a Facebook page called Jab Mod Shop. And when you get there, I'll leave a link to it in the description. You want to come down to the featured section, click the arrow, and you'll see Garage Rework version 2. So you'll click on that, click on see more, and you can read all about it here if you want and what he's asking you to do. But if you want to go straight to the download, all you want to do is click on this link right down the bottom, Garage Rework Google Drive download. And when you click on that, it'll take you to this page. And this is where all the parts of the mod are. Now, a lot of people will click them one by one and download them one by one. It's a little bit slow, and I just give you a quick tip here to make it a lot easier on you. If you want to zip them all up into one file and download them all together, all you've got to do is left click on the top one here, then press your shift button, come right down to the bottom, left click again, and you'll see they all highlight. So I'll do that again. Left click on the top one, press the shift, come to the bottom, left click on the bottom one, they'll all highlight. So now they're all been chosen. Then what you do is in this section here, right click the mouse and click download. So now when that downloads, the whole lot will be zipped into one folder for you and download in one go. So we'll click on that. I'm downloading this too, by the way, to a folder that I've already created, which is, I've just called it Jabs Garage Rework. And as you can see, I've got 2 folders in here now because I've just downloaded it again. But I'll just delete one of them. Oops, wrong way. Delete. Okay, so now that you've got your downloaded folder in here, so again, I'll just quickly show you. So I've right-clicked, click download. It's downloaded them all together, the whole 13 files in one zip file. It's now gone into the file that I've created for it, which is the Jabs Garage Rework Mod folder. And in here, what I'll do is, using my zip program, you can use your own. I'll right-click on it. I'll go to my zip program, whichever your zip program is, and click extract here. Right, so if you've got any other zip program, all you're looking for is extract here. As long as you've got it in a separate folder like me, by extracting it here, it will extract all those folders for you into that one folder that you've already created. So now everything is in here for you to have a look at, including the original zip file. Now what I'll do to stop confusion is I'll just create another folder and call it original, like so, and I'll put the original folder zip file in there so that we don't get confused with what it is. So we now know that it's here. If we need to come back to it, if we muck anything up, we've got the original sitting there so that we can unzip it. So as you can see in here, we've got all the different parts of the mod. So you've got the building paint, building roof, building trim, door paint, fence paint, park trailers, skins, spawn rates, and the actual mod itself sitting here. Now you've got a color swatch, so you can choose which color you want for your buildings and so forth. You've got the update zip, you've got the readme text, and the update image. Now the update zip and the update image are only used for if you're using Mod Studio 2 to do any of your template redesigns or whatever. I'm not using that, so I'm not concerned about them. So what we're going to do with them is we're going to put them in a folder as well, so that we don't get them confused. And what we're going to do is just call them MS2 update. And again, this is, you only need them if you're using MS2. And in this situation, even though I do use MS2, I'm not going to use it because I find it easier to do what I want to do through just normal using the zip file, etc. All right. So the next thing you want to do, is you want to get the actual mod itself, copy that, and paste it into your mod folder. So that's Documents, American Truck Simulator Mod folder, and then you just simply paste it in here. I've already got it in there, so I'm not going to paste it in. But that's all you've got to do. Is so you go to Documents, American Truck Simulator Mod, and paste that in there. And again, that file that you want in there is the ATS_SCS Garage Reworks.scs. So that goes into your American Truck Simulator Mod folder. That's the very first one that you'll put in there. Now, the next thing that you want to do is you want to decide what color you want your building to be. Okay. So, for example, if you have a look at this swatch here, you've got all the different swatches that you can have a look at, and you can choose your colors. Now, it's very easy to do this. So let's say you want to go with evergreen as the main building color. You would then, all you would do is go to building paint, and you would look for the evergreen one. So all we're looking for now, there it is there. So if you want it evergreen, you would then click that, copy it, and go to Documents, American Truck Simulator, Mod, and place it in there. Again, I'm not going to do this because I've already chosen my building color, and I think it was evergreen that I chose. So you would then paste that in there. So again, for your building color, you would just simply go into the building paint, choose whichever color it is that you want in the file, right click on it, copy, then you would go to Documents, American Truck Simulator, Mod, and paste it in there. And that takes care of your color of your building. Then the next one you would look at is the, let's get out of there, is the building roof color. So again, you can open that and there's automatically a swatch in there. So then you'd have a look at what color you'd want. Let's say you want to go desert sand, a slightly lighter color for the roof. So then you would just look for desert sand, wherever that is. Desert sand, there you go. And again, you would right click on that and copy and go to Documents, American Truck Simulator, Mod, and then paste it in there. All right, so again, for the roof, you would choose whatever color you want, going with desert sand, right click, copy, go to your Documents and American Truck Simulator, Mod, and now you would paste it in there, and that takes care of your roof. So you do the same thing. I'm not going to do it for everyone. You get the point. So for your building trim, you choose a color. Go in, choose a color. For your door paint, you choose a color. And for your fence paint, for your fence paint, you choose a color in there and put that into your mod folder. So you get the idea. It's just as simple as opening it up, choosing a color, right click, copy, and then go and paste it in your mod folder. And that takes care of all the colors. So that's simple for customizing your garage. Again, we're leaving this because that's only if you use MS2 to do any of your stuff. And this is the original, so we're leaving that. Now, park trailers. Okay, this is if you want to alter what trailers are parked in the depot itself or garage itself. So you can choose from bulk feed, you can, so that it's just bulk feed trailers that are parked in there. You can go for just chemical tanks that are in there. You can go for just curtain siders, etc., etc. So you can choose what trailers you want in the depot. I haven't done that. I've left it at its default trailers, which are reefers and a mixture of reefer and curtain sides, because I just think that's a good mix. So I've left it at that. But if you want to choose a certain type of trailer, all you would do is come here and choose which ones you want. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now the skins, okay, the skins part of this is where you change the skins on your signs. And whoops, I've clicked the wrong button there. So this is your signs. So you can open that with your zip program. And then in here, this is where your signage stuff is. And to simply change your sign, let me show you something. I opened this up and I copied the template into my paint program. Let me bring that across to show you. So this is a template that you get with in that file. So just moving it to one side, that's it there. And I've just opened it up in my paint program. I use GIMP, but whatever paint program you're using, you can open it in that. And then I'll just grab this one. What I've done is I've put my logos on it over the top. So you can see that's how it comes originally. And then all I did was I just copy and pasted my signage over the top by doing something like this. Like so, and then I just resized it. I'm just going to do this quickly and roughly to show you how I did it. And then I just put it over the top and then said scaled it down and then merged it down into the one file like so, and did the same on this side and then did that there, so that I ended up with this image. So this now gives me my signage on the signs. And then what you do is you save it as a DDS file. So you'd go save as, in this program it's export as. You would then, it's in here somewhere, Jabs Garage Rework. So I'd save it as sign.dds in here. I'm not putting it in the proper folder just yet, and I'll explain why. So you'd save it as a .dds, and it has to have the word signs in front of it, because that's what the DDS file is that it reads. So we're going to export that now, and when you export it, you want to export it with the compression of BC3/DXT5. You want the selected layer only, and generate maps. Oh, you get the idea. Generate MIP maps, and then export. So once you've done that, I'll pull that to one side. You want your zip files open. You open up Prefab, Garage, and there's a signed DDS. Now that is the default one. So to change that, now that we've saved it in here, it's going to be hard, but I'll try to do it so you can see it properly. Okay, so that you want to put in to your zip folder or your SCS program. So you want it in here in your garage. As you can see here, open def underscore SCS garage rework signs.scs in garage. Right, so you want to now grab this is the DDS, and you want to drop it in here. It will then come up with this. You say yes to do it, and then you can close this down. It'll probably, it'll ask you if you want to save it. So now that has gone in there, and it is saved to your signs. So now your signs will show up. So again, I'll show you that. So your skins, you want this one here. Sorry that it's off screen. This one here, you want it open using Open Archive. Go into Prefab, Garage, and there that is. And then you want, it's hard to do this in one screen, and you want to grab the one that you've just altered, that you customized. You want to grab it, drop it in there, overwrite the default one, say yes. It will then overwrite that. You can close that down. And now what you can do is, because you've overwritten this one, so now it is the one with your logos on it, you can now click copy and then take it to your documents, American Truck Simulator, mod, and paste it in there. Now if that gets confusing, just rewind and watch what I did. All you have to do is customize the sign template, save it as sign.dds somewhere, then open that program. Let me go open this in your zip file, like so. Open the garage one where the signed DDS is, and copy the one that you've customized and place it in there. Close it down. Then you can copy this and paste it in to the American Truck Simulator mod folder. All right, so that's how you do that. Okay, so for your for the trailers, what you want to do, like I say, you can choose these individual ones and alter these ones if you want. But in my situation, like I say, I'm going to use the default ones. So in the skins open def, you'll find open def SCS Garage Rework trailer skins. And in there, the default one that you're looking for, when you open the archives, go into vehicle, trailer, company. It's this one down here, SCS Garage Rework DDS. This is actually the default trailers paint jobs or paint skins in here. So what you would do is you would open that in your paint program and bring it over and show you. And this is what it will look like. This is your trailer skin, the default one. So what you want to do is you want to add your skin to it. Now I've got this one here, which I'll show you. This is paint skin, and all I did was basically drop that on top like so that it matches where everything's got to go. So if you bring that down, you can see I've just colored that one out, that section. I'm not worried about that. And that there now fits into the trailer, and all I do then is merge it down so it becomes one file. And then once you've done that, you can save it, export it as, and you want it in that same folder where you had the signed DDS. So we're just putting it in a folder that we know where it is, because we're going to then transfer it into that zip file or the .scs file. So now we'll export it to there. And again, making sure it's the right format, which is BC3-DXT5, generate bitmaps and export. And then what you would do once that's done, let's move that to one side. Then you've got this open, which is the actual file where you need to save it. It will then go to where it is, which is there. This is hard to show you, but what you then do is grab that and drop it in here. All right, so yes. So this is the file that you've altered or customized. You're dropping it into the open def _SCS Garage Rework Trailer Skins SCS Vehicle Trailer Company, and it's this one that you're copying. Again, if you are not too sure on it, rewind and watch how I did it so that you can get the general idea. So now by altering that and putting that in here, so I've just grabbed that, dropped it in there, said yes, and now it's copied in there. So meaning that the default trailers will now have my logos on it. And then we can just close this. Okay, so all we did, I'll go over it again just in case you're a little bit confused. We've grabbed this file here from the skins file, right? And it's this one here. We've right clicked on it, opened it in an archive so that we can then go to the vehicle, trailer, company, and then we've grabbed this one here and opened it in the paint program. This one here, if I can get it. And we've opened it in the paint program so that it looked like that. And then we've just simply dropped our images on here to make it look like our logos, like so. So it's now like that. Then we've exported it as, into this folder, the one that we've created, and when we've exported it, we made sure that the compression ratios and everything else were correct, and then we've exported it into that file. Then we've gone back here and opened, where is it? I've lost it now. Skins open depth, there we go. And we've grabbed the correct one, which is that, dragged it, put it in here. And if we do that, you'll see it says, do you want to copy? Say yes. So then now you can close it, go back into your skins, grab this one, copy it, and paste it in Documents, American Truck Simulator, Mods. And again, I'm not going to do it because I've already done it and it's already in there. So once you've done all that, you are now ready to rock and roll. Oh, one more thing before I forget. You also have in that file one more thing that you can add to it, and that is this. Let me show you. And that is your spawn rates. Now, what the spawn rates are for is for spawning your trailers in game. Okay, so spawning trailers and trucks in the garage and in the game. So if you're having troubles with performance, once you put this in, you can choose the low rate, the medium rate, the medium low rate, or the medium high rate. Okay, so you've got completely low rate and a medium low, medium, and medium high that you can choose. I've gone just for the medium because that's in the middle, and it seems to perform quite good. Doesn't impact my performance in the game at all. But again, depending on your system and what sort of impact it has on your performance, you can choose one of these to reduce the spawn rate of trucks and trailers in your depots. But again, like I say, I've chosen the medium one and simply just right-clicked on it, copied it, gone to Documents, American Truck Simulator, Mod, and then pasted it in there. And now I'll show you in the game where to place everything. I know it seems all very complicated, but it's not that complicated. It's just like other mods that you put in there. You've just got to remember what order to put them in and how to do them. But again, rewind this video, replay it as many times as you want so that you can get used to the load orders and etc. Now, I have tried this on, I've got it on a very low mod profile at the moment, but that's just because that's how I started testing it. But I've also got it on a very high mod profile where I've got about 142 mods, and it works fine in there. But this is the load order that you want it in. So if we go down here, once I get past all these mods, and these are the mods that I'm using. So starting from the very first one at the bottom of the list, okay, I've gone for the SCS Garage Rework, which is the actual mod itself. Then I've gone with all the colors for the actual building. All right, so SCS Garage Rework, the actual mod itself. Now the colors. So paints for the garage, and I went for fern green. Then we went for sand, desert sand for the roof. Then we went with the building trim, Aztec gold. Then I went for the building paint for the, where's the oh, I'm sorry, that was the fence paint. That was the first one I put in here. So the rework, then the fence, then the roof, then the trim, then the building, then the signs open def. That's for the actual signs on the fence and the building. Then the trailer skins, I've put that in, the open def for that, which has the default trailer skins, and then the spawn rate one at the very top. And like I say, I went for medium. So again, medium, trailer skins, garage skins, the evergreen building paint, the Aztec gold trim paint, the desert sand roof paint, fern green fence paint, and the actual mod itself at the bottom. And once they're all done, you get this. And there we go. You get this, like I say. So as you can see, the trailers, all trailers, reefers, and the curtain sides. Are they curtain sides? Box trailer. Yeah, they are curtain sides. There you go. And the signage. Whoops, I better slow it down a bit so you can get to see it properly. Signage. All the trucks, the trailers, which I'm going to see if I can get the logos on the trucks as well. There's not many trucks in here today. And then outside, so you can see the signs. Sign on the fence, sign on the fence. So you get the idea. It looks great. And like I say, that now is in every large garage that I've got in the game. We'll have this now. But like I say, my next move will be to do the trucks. And what I will do is if I find it works, I'll post another video showing how to do it on the trucks. But yeah, hopefully that wasn't too confusing for you. If it was, I really apologise. But if it wasn't, I'm glad it helped you. And with any luck, it did. And if you do have any questions, just ask them down in the comments or pop on over to the Discord channel. Only too happy to help you out. And hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.